to the 40k Fireside podcast, where we discuss everything to do with competitive Warhammer 40k with your hosts Vik VJ and David Gaylord.
Hey, and welcome everyone. Wrong scene? Welcome everyone. Big mode. I'm just getting some music on here, so give me a second. Okay, cool. Now we're going to be going through some GK spoilers. This is like hot off the press, man. And as you guys know, I'm a huge GK enjoyer. I've been playing Grey Knights for so long. It's my favorite faction. I really love them. I'm just kidding. I don't know a single thing about them. But you know, what I like to do with these things is kind of read it through, and there's not many leaks up in there anyway, so I figured, you know what, let's get ahead of the curve a little bit. Let's talk about these leaks, get them out there, and just investigate what some of the new detachments are. So, hey, if I get some rules wrong, if I don't know the changes between units, give me a little bit of a break here. This is more or less just for fun. You know that kindred spirit you get when new rules for Warhammer come out, and you're just like a little kid at Christmas, and you want to like open the presents. That's kind of how I feel whenever these like new rules come out. So, fuck it, let's dive in. Okay, army rule. If your army faction's Grey Knights at the end of your opponent's fight phase, okay, you can select a number of units. So 3 units for us that are on the battlefield. That are excluding units that are within engagement range. Okay, provide every one of those units has this ability. So pick 3 units up, and you can put them back in strat reserve. They can't be within engagement range, but they have to be Grey Knights, of course, with the Gate of Infinity rule. Sweet. Okay, cool. So let's go all the way back and let's look at some of the detachments. Cool. This one here is Hallowed Conclave. Grey Knight Terminator units from your army are eligible to shoot and declare a charge in a turn which they fell back. That's pretty limiting. I mean, Grey Knight Terminator only, and the detachment rule is only fallback, shoot, and charge, so you don't get advance and charge. So it's, I would say this is like a worse rule than Stormlance. Stormlance, you get advance and charge and fallback and charge, which are like super relevant. I guess shooting is going to be pretty. Is it going to be decent on Terminators? Okay, maybe, but you would probably rather have advance and charge. So, okay. I mean, a pretty good armor all around. Okay, first enhancement here. Eye of Orgarium. Grey Knight model only. Once per battle round, you can fire Overwatch or Heroic for 0 CP. Okay, cool. Probably, you know, I don't think this enhancement has really been used that much on throughout the game. So, depends on the points. Okay. Psychic enhancement. Each time the unit is within engagement range, each time an enemy model falls back from the unit, you can use the enhancement. If it does 2 to 5, you take D3. On a 6, you take D3 plus 3. They count as psychic attacks. Okay, that's interesting, I suppose. Not spicy either, really. This one, Grey Knight Terminator model, add 3 to the attack characteristics of the bearer's melee weapons. Okay, that is pretty fucking spicy. That's nice. Okay, so it's Sanctic Reaper is a sweet name as well. That's pretty sweet. Nemesis rounds. This is a old wording. Grey Knight Terminator model only. Each time you target the bearer's unit with fire Overwatch, you can Overwatch on 5+. Okay, actually, okay, so it really picked up towards the end there. I think Sanctic Reaper, I was about to say Satanic Reaper, Sanctic Reaper and Nemesis rounds is actually quite good. So probably 2 worth taking, I think. Let's get on to the strats. This is... Okay, now these are not ordered, so I'm going to assume that these are kind of correct. This one is not correct because I can see that the image up the top is not the same. So I'm going to... This is the correct stratagems for it. Okay, cool. Because the image up here, I think, is the same. Okay, so Giants on the battlefield. 1 Terminator unit from your army that has not been selected to fight. Add 1 to the attack characteristics. 1 CP plus 1 attacks. Okay, that's pretty good. Nice. One thing I would say, though, is like the Grey Knight Terminators, they with fallback advance and fallback and shoot and charge... Fallback, shoot, and charge... doesn't really work that well with Deep Strike, I guess, because you kind of want to like Deep Strike 9 away and then shoot and then charge. So maybe you're just not really using an uppy downy rule very much on the Terminators if you're playing this detachment. Okay, anyway. Unyielding Fidelity. Your opponent's shooting phase of the fight phase just after an enemy unit has selected its targets, 1 Grey Knight army. Until the end of the phase, each time a model in your unit is destroyed, if that model has not shot or fought this phase on a 4+, do not remove the model from play. It can shoot or fight the attacking unit fight after the attacking unit has finished making its attacks, then is removed from play. Okay, this is an interesting one because this does not say that you need to shoot the target that shot you. Each time your model in your unit is destroyed, if that model has not shot or fought this phase, roll 1d6 on a 4+. Do not remove that destroyed model from play. It can shoot or fight after the attacking unit has finished making its attacks. So you can shoot anything. That's pretty cool. 4+ fight on death for 1 CP is always pretty nice anyway. Point blank purgation, nice. Your shooting phase, a Grey Knight infantry unit that's not sick to shoot. Stormbolter weapons get pistol and twin linked. Well, that's actually not bad. Pretty good on Terminators, but your army rules also fallback, shoot, and charge. So maybe good on like other Grey Knights, I suppose. Okay, it seems okay. I mean, I guess you probably just want to use it to give your bolters twin linked. It's probably the better way of looking at that, maybe. Okay, your charge phase, grind them underfoot. Charge phase, just after a Grey Knight Terminator unit has ends a charge move, stick on an enemy unit with an engage range. Oh, sorry. Roll a d6 for each model in your unit that is within engagement range of the enemy unit. 4+, you take a model. Not really that good. I mean, you might use it against a tank, but actually getting a 10-man Terminator unit all within engagement range is pretty difficult. Precognitive strategies. Your opponent's movement phase just after an enemy unit. Yep, this is a 9-inch reactive move. D6 though, so D6 reactive. I mean, it's a good stratagem. That's what you want. Your opponent's shooting phase just after an enemy unit is selected as targets. Each time they target you, if your strength is greater than toughness, subtract 1 from the movement roll. Okay, mini transhuman. I mean, a good rule. An okay suite of stratagems, I would say. Although, what I would say is, like, building around Terminators is probably going to be, like, maybe not that great. We'll have to see what points they come in at. Okay, Banishes, which has this portrait at the top. Okay, I can see something interesting here. Each time a Grey Knight unit from your army is selected to fight, that unit can take a leadership test. Bro. You know where this is going. If that test is passed, select one of the following rules, you get that rule. Wow. It's Chaos Space Marines. Although you don't even have to pact, but it only works on psychic weapons. So psychic weapons get sustain 1, psychic weapons get lethal. Oh, it's melee only. Oh, sorry. Okay, I should read it a bit slow. Melee weapons equipped by models in the unit with the psychic ability also have sustain 1 ability. Okay. And you take one of the following. Melee weapons equipped by models in the unit have the psychic ability also have the lethal ability. Okay. So it's only in combat. That's interesting. It's a bit worse than the CSM one. Well, a lot worse. Let's see what enhancements they get. Okay, in your shooting phase, each time the Bearers make a unit makes an attack, reroll a hit roll of 1. Reroll 1s to hit for your unit. Pretty good. Okay, Grey Knight model. At the start of your shooting phase, if the Bearer's unit is not within engagement range of 1 or more enemy units, at the start of your shooting phase, the Bearer can use the enhancement. If it does, the Bearer's unit can make a normal move of up to D6 until the end of a turn. The Bearer's unit is not eligible to declare a charge. Oh. Out of your shooting phase. Okay, that's... Oh, advance and shoot, I guess? Wait, what? Maybe I'm wrong, but that does not seem that good. 66th Seal. Grey Knight model in your shooting phase. Each time a model in the Bearer's unit makes an attack, improve the AP characteristic by 1. Okay, that's pretty good. +1 AP for your whole unit. At the start of your shooting phase, the Bearer can use his enhancement. If it does, select one enemy unit within 24 of the Bearer. The unit suffers D3 mortal wounds. Actually, not that bad, maybe, Pyosol. I don't hate that. But it's weird that all the enhancements are kind of shooting based, but all of the detachment rules all melee based, right? Okay, interesting. We'll try and match up the Banishes thing here. This one might be a bit hard, guys. This one, I think it is. No, it's not that one. So I think it's this one. No, this is a whole lot of vehicles. Give me a second, guys. I'm trying to match the header up here. This little dude, he looks pretty happy. Not that guy. Okay. I take it it's the Psycho one then. Okay, down in the trenches with me tonight. Sorry, I'm just trying to... Okay, I believe it might be this one here. No, it's... Oh, it is this one here. Okay. Yep, okay, it's this one here. So this is the and stratagem suite for the lethal or sustain one. Okay. End of any phase, Grey Knight select unit from your army that suffered one or more mortal wounds. Select an enemy, deal them some mortal wounds back. Okay, cool. That's a bit of a weird one. End of any phase. I guess if you get grenaded, you can deal mortals back. Okay, interesting. It's like the counter grenade. Warding chant. Opponent shooting phase or fight phase after enemy units selected as targets. And one Grey Knight Psycho unit from your army that's selected as a target of one or more of those attacks. Okay. Up to the end of the phase, models in your unit have a 5-up Feel No Pain against attacks with an unmodified damage characteristic of 1. Okay, that's interesting. Not sure how I feel about that. Pretty decent. Maybe a bit situational. Your shooting phase, Grey Knight Cycle is not being selected to shoot. Your weapons get ranged weapons get anti-chaos 4+. That's pretty good. Situational, but pretty good. I mean, chaos is pretty good right now, considering we got like Death Guard, T-Suns, Emperor's Children, Demons. Okay, that's actually a pretty good stratagem. Chaos Bane. I like that. Charge phase, Psycho unit. You can advance and charge. Okay, nice. So you get advance and charge with the ability to go lethal or sustain. Awesome. Start of your opponent's movement phase. To the end of the phase, one Grey Knight character model from your army. To the end of the phase, enemy units that are set up on the battlefield as reinforcements cannot be set up within 12 inches horizontally of your model. Wow, that is actually quite good. It's situational, but a situational stratagem like that is really good. So you got advance and charge, and then you've also got anti reinforcement, 5-up Feel No Pain against damage 1, anti chaos, which is pretty good for your shooting. And then you've got this counter grenade. Okay. Okay, Shadow of Anarch. Your opponent's movement phase just after they make a fallback, blah, blah, blah. Your unit can make a normal move of up to 6 inches, or if it has a deep strike ability, it can be placed into strat reserves. Okay. That's good. That is good. So Mist of Deimos coming back there. This is pretty good. That's definitely a lot better than the other detachment we've looked at, the Terminator one. So that bodes pretty well. Nice. Pretty cool. Okay, we got to go back to that one we've already done. Banishes we've done. And, okay. Sanctic Spearhead. Ooh, spicy. We'll see what we get here. Okay, each time a Grey Knight vehicle, so I guess it's the vehicle detachment. A unit from your army advances. Do not make an advance roll for it. I'll zoom in a bit, guys. Do not make an advance roll for it. Auto advance 6. And until the end of the turn, ranged weapons get assault. The fuck? Okay. They just like reprint Bringers of Flame. Like, guys, are we putting any effort in anymore? What? Okay. Damn. Okay, so all your Dread Knights auto advance 6 and have assault. Okay. Grey Knight Walker model, so Dread Knight, I suppose. Each time the barrier piles in or consolidates, the barrier can move up to 6 inches instead of 3. Okay, that seems pretty good. Grey Knight Infantry model. Each time you disembark from a transport, you can reroll charge rolls made for that unit. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, once per battle, your opponent's shooting phase, when this barrier unit is selected to target range attack, you can remove the barrier's unit from the battlefield. Oh, Sigil of Excellence. Cool, so you can pick them up, put them back down. Classic. Spiritus Machina. Grey Knight Infantry model from your army. Each time the barrier's unit is selected to shoot, if the barrier's unit is disembarked from a transport, until the end of the phase, you can re-roll the wound roll. Okay, that's probably pretty decent with some like purgations or something, I suppose. So, okay, interesting. Now we got to find the corresponding stratagems, which I believe will be the vehicle one. Give me a second, guys. Probably this one. True Silver Will. And okay, Grey Knight whenever you suffer mortal wounds, Grey Knight vehicle, 4-up Feel No Pain. That's a good stratagem. It's definitely what you want to see. And it's after you suffer any phase, just after you suffer mortal wounds. So you can see how many mortal wounds you're going to take, like from a grenade, for example. Okay, Abominous class targets. Shooting a fight phase, Grey Knight unit from your army. If you target a monster or vehicle, add 1 to the wound roll. That seems good on Nemesis Dread Knights. Armored Aegis. Command phase, 1 Grey Knight vehicle, regain up to 3 wounds. Pretty good. I mean, this strategem's been a bit underrated in my opinion in general. It's actually quite good. I know when we did some of the masterclasses on 40kfireside.com, Liam VSL was talking a lot about these stratagems actually being quite good there. Good to see. And like Shadow Legion, good. So if you use it time and time after again, it's really good. Okay, Grey Knight vehicle unit falls back. you can. Wow, okay. Grey Knight, whenever you fall back with the Grey Knight vehicle, you can shoot and charge a turn in which you fell back? Jesus. Man, there's some good stratagems. Okay, movement phase is the charge phase. You can Grey Knight vehicle unit from your army. It's not selected to move a charge. Until the end of the phase, each time your unit makes a normal advance or charge move, it can move horizontally through terrain features. Pretty good when you've got like maybe a Land Raider auto advance 6. Go through that shit. Nice. Charge phase, just after a Grey Knight vehicle from your army ends a charge, Grey Knight vehicle. For each enemy unit within 3, that unit must take a battle shock test, subtracting 1 from the test. Again, pretty good. This detachment seems quite good. This is the... which detachment? What is it called again? Sorry, I'm zooming all over the place. Sanctic Spearhead. Okay, that's got a plus from me. I don't know if it has access to advanced charge. We'll have to see. It would be pretty strong if you get advance and charge on top of that. But just Nemesis Dread Knights and stuff, being able to auto 6 and get assault is pretty sweet. So we've already obviously seen like 6 NDK as being the prevalent build over the kind of Eons or 10th edition for Grey Knights. So anything that makes that better, I'm kind of immediately drawn to obviously being reasonably strong. Okay. Orgarium Task Force. Oh, this one's got a bit of text, boys. Okay, from the second battle round onwards, at the start of your movement phase, if you do not select the maximum number of Grey Knight units from your army using the Gate of Infinity ability at the end of your opponent's previous turn, you can select one Grey Knight unit from your army that is on the battlefield that could have been selected using the Gate of Infinity ability, remove that unit from the battlefield and place it into strat reserves. Start of your movement phase. Okay, so at the start of your movement phase, you can... and you can do it once. Give me a second here. If you did not select the maximum... select one Grey Knight unit. Okay, so if you can pick up 3 units and you've picked up 2, you can leave a unit on the battlefield that's holding one of your objectives, score it in the command phase. In the movement phase, at the beginning of the movement phase, you can pick it back up and then re-deep strike it in your reinforcement phase. Pretty good, actually. I imagine that's probably reasonably solid. Grimoire of Conjunction, Grey Knight model. Once per battle, the 5 phase, you can use it. Add 4 to the strength characteristic of melee weapons equipped by the bearer. Probably pretty decent, that. Grey Knight model only. Once per battle at the start of the battle round, the bearer can use this enhancement. If it does, until the end of the battle round, add 2 to the toughness characteristics of models in the bearer's unit. Wow, that's pretty good. Shield of Prophecy. I like that one. That's pretty nice, man. +2 toughness can oftentimes be a huge breakpoint. 1 Foot in the Future. I mean, a great name, of course, as well. I believe this is a Magic the Gathering card as well. Each time the bearer's unit is set up on the reinforcements, the bearer can use this enhancement. If it does, you can make a normal move up to D6, but you're not eligible to charge. That's interesting. Wow, okay. We haven't seen 3-inch deep strikes, so they might have lost 3-inch deep striking. So 1 Foot in the Future might be cool. I love this name with this ability. I think it's a really cool combo. Okay, Doomseer's Amulet, Grey Knight model only. Each time the bearer's unit is set up in the reinforcements, the bearer can use enhancement. If it does, select one enemy unit within 12. That unit must take a battle shock, subtracting 1 from the test. Okay, so now I immediately want to see if you can use it with that. So from the second battle round onwards, I guess you could use it with this, because it's set up in Strat Reserve here. So you could like Rapid Ingress something, battle shock it if they're trying to contest your objective, and then pick it up with Gate of Infinity. Pretty cool, actually. Doomsay's Amulet might be pretty good. It's actually at -1. So a little combo there, pretty cool. Let me know what you think about that one. I think that's got a little bit of flavor to it. Okay, I gotta go back and find the strats. We gotta match the photo with this one, boys. Sorry. Orgarium Task Force. It's got a 1 CP in the top left. I believe it might be this one here, yeah. Okay, so this is the Orgarium Task Force stratagems. Shooting or the fight phase, 1 Grey Knight Psych unit from your army that has not been selected to shoot or fight. Each time you make an attack, you can ignore all weapon skill, ballistic skill modifiers. Pretty good. I mean, you will use that some games. Shooting or fight phase, each time you make an attack, 5+ crit hit. Always nice. I'm assuming that's going to be good on something. Your opponent shooting a fight phase, 1 Grey Knight Walker, so an NDK. You can subtract 1 from the hit roll. Forewarned evasion. Okay, -1 to hit. It's pretty solid. Infantry unit from the army. Fight phase, just after select attacks. Target of 1 of attacks. Until the end of the phase, each time a model in your unit is destroyed, Roll a d6. If the result is greater than the current battle round number, do not remove that model from play. It can fight. So on turn 2, on 2+ fight on death, pretty good, because that's pretty good. Turn 3, 3+ fight on death for 1 CP. Nice as well. Cool wording on that one. I really like the way they've done that. Redirected strike, end of your command phase. Grey Knight unit from your army that's not within engagement range. If your unit has a deep strike ability, it can be placed into strat reserve. Okay, so it explicitly says here, the stratagem lets players utilize abilities that retain control of objective markers and react to their mission and objectives with this unit. I don't know why it says this unit. I would have assumed it says the stratagem. Basically, I think what they're trying to say is, look, we want the timing to be, you can see what you've drawn and stick your objectives and you can pick your unit up. Cool, great. Wish they would just say that. Reinforcements phase, just after an enemy unit is set up. Mirage of Echoes. Grey Knight strike unit from your army within 12 inches of that enemy unit, not within engagement range. If your unit has a deep strike, it can be placed back into strat reserve. Damn, that's pretty sweet as well, man. So if they deep strike near a psyker, you can just like jump back up. Interesting, situational, probably maybe strong in some armies. We'll have to see. Okay, that detachment was pretty cool. It's got some stuff going on. I wouldn't say it's better than the vehicle detachment in my view yet. Okay, that was the Orgarium task force. Brotherhood Strike. Okay, each time a unit from your army is set up using Deep Strike until the end of the turn, you can re-roll a hit roll of 1 and a wound roll of 1. That seems really good. That seems exactly what you would want on your Deep Strike army. Okay, some enhancements here. Each time the bear's unit is set up using Deep Strike, while 1d6 for each enemy unit within 12, they become a Morlock. On a 2-5, you suffer 1. On a 6, you suffer d3. You kind of become a mini Morlock. That's kind of cool. Blinding Aura, the Grey Knight model only. When you're using set up using the Deep Strike ability until end of turn, enemy units cannot use Fire Overwatch against your bear's unit. It's okay, not really that great. Purity of Purpose. Each time the bear's unit is set up using the Deep Strike ability, you can reroll charges. That's good. You're going to want to play that. Tome of Forbidden Ways. While the bearer is on the battlefield or in strat reserves, add 1 to the number of units you can pick up. I don't know if that's going to be that great, to be honest with you. Maybe if it's cheap, but 3 already seems like quite a lot. And we've got one last set of enhanced strats to look through. I'm going to try find the right one. I don't think we'll have it here, guys. Sorry about that. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like 4, and I think we've done 4, so we might not have any strats. Let me just Okay, so we don't have the Brotherhood Strike strats. I'm just gonna double check something really quick. Is Brotherhood Strike the current one? Grey Knights. Yeah. Because it'd be interesting to see if any of them changed. I feel like it. No, it's Teleport Task Force. Let me just ask something really quick. One moment, guys. I'm gonna try and sort this out. Okay. We're gonna see if it will come back to that one. Let's look at some data sheets. I think people already have the Codex in hand, so we'll be able to confirm anything else. Castle and Crow. This boyo. It's got grenades. Nice. While this model is in a unit, add 1 to the attack characteristics of Purifying Flames. I think that's basically the same. Each time your model makes an attack targeting a character unit, you can reroll the hit roll. Okay, that's pretty good. I don't know if that's new, but that's pretty good. Let me just bring up Grey Knight data sheets next to each other so I can just double check to see if there's any changes. Yeah, so Castle and Crow didn't have that second ability now. Now he's got, whenever you target a character unit, you can reroll the hit roll. That's pretty nice. I mean, there are a lot of character units out there. I've actually been really impressed with this ability. I've been playing a bit of Arjak. I'm going to be playing Arjak this weekend with Space Wolves at a GT. Hell yeah. So big ups for that one. I like that one. Brother Captain. Brother Man Bill. While this model's leading a unit, you get lethal hits. Each time this model makes an attack, you can reroll the wound roll. And he's got a Nemesis Force Weapon at 622. That seems like a pretty decent ability. I wouldn't say it's anything to write home about. I will just double check for you guys. Brotherhood Captain. That is exactly what he used to have. So no changes for the brother. Okay, sucks for you, bro. This is the... I think this is the stratagems that we were looking for. Okay, these are the strats that we were looking for. Great. We do have the Brotherhood Duskclaw strats. True Silver Channeling. Grey Knight unit from your army. Your psychic weapons get dev wounds. 2 CP though, so you're probably not really using that. Okay, 3-inch Deep Strike. Combat Manifestation. Nice. Purgation Pattern. Grey Knight unit from your army that came from Deep Strike. Sustain 1 for 1 CP. That's pretty good. I like that. Your opponent's fight phase, 1 Grey Knight Psychic Infantry unit. If every model unit has a Deep Strike ability, remove it so uppy downy at the end of your opponent's fight phase. Okay, I mean, wait, what? That's 2 CP. Wait, hold up. End of your opponent's fight phase, 1 Grey Knight Infantry unit from your army. If every model in your unit has a Deep Strike ability, remove your unit from the battlefield and place it into Strat Reserve. Right. And it allows you to remove a unit within engagement range. So NDK is coming up for 2 CP. It's actually pretty nice because it lets you play aggressive with a unit and like get tagged up and still uppy downy, which is pretty good. So 2 CP I think is pretty balanced for that strat. Your opponent's shooting phase just after an enemy is selected as targets. You get the stealth ability. Nice. -1 to hit. Pretty decent. And if you're playing a unit of Terminators in here, it's going to be good. And your opponent's movement phase just after an enemy unit with an engaged range. I guess this is not 3-inch Deep Strike now I think about it. 6-inch Deep Strike. Shows you how long ago these codexes were probably written. 1 or more Grey Knight unit, your army's fall back. Your opponent's movement phase just after an enemy unit has with engaged range falls back. That is 1 Grey Knight unit that was fell back from unit. If it has a Deep Strike ability, it can be placed into Strat Reserve. So, okay. Jump back into Reserve, pull yourself back up. Your army rule is reroll 1s to hit and wound, which is nice. This sounds like an NDK detachment if I've ever seen one as well. Nice, pretty good. Let me know what you think is the best detachment. It's difficult to say, actually. I can see the lethal hit and sustain being pretty nice with the melee, but it is only melee. The vehicle one could be pretty good, I think, as well. That's like the most obvious brute force one, but actually this one could be pretty good as well, the Brotherhood Strike. So let me know down below what you think. It's going to be good. Okay, Grandmaster Voldus. Hell yeah, dude. Okay, so he's got the same, like, ability here to deal mortal wounds. This guy was like the librarian sort of guy, right? Each time when he's leading a unit, you subtract 1 from the hit roll, and he can join Terminators and Paladins. Okay, or I'll check if he's changed. Grandmaster Voldus. He's exactly the same. Okay. This is just a Grandmaster. Once per battle at the start of the fight phase, you can add 3 to the attacks and strength characteristics of melee weapons equipped by this model. Damn! So he goes to 8, 9, 2, 2. That's pretty good. Wow. And once per battle round, 1 more in your army can use this stratagem, reduce the CP cost. Okay, this guy's pretty good. Just a straight up Grandmaster, huh? Has this guy been used very much? I feel like I've never really seen those. He did have the CP discount, and he had the ignore mods, but dude, this guy kind of cranks, man. 8 attacks at 922. Pretty cool. So his second ability there has changed. Grandmaster in Nemesis Dread Knight. Okay. When you monster a vehicle, you can reroll the hit roll, damage roll, and wound roll. Okay, still good. Once per battle, you can discount the CP cost. So, is that the same as the other one? This is called Warrior Strategist, and this one is also called Warrior Strategist, so you can't do that. And just because this is another key unit, I do just want to see if this is the same as before. Okay. Yes, so actually so it looks like NDKs have gotten the like free strat, lack of a better word, instead now, which is pretty good. And instead of that, they used to have like a heroism's favor, which didn't really do that much. So this is actually pretty good. Nice. So strats galore on these guys, hopefully. Pretty nice buff. I'm not really sure about the rest of the weapon profiles. Let me know before if you can see anything big here. Heavy side cannon is 10 minus 2, 3. I'm not sure if that's the same, but knights obviously went down, so maybe that's nice for them. Interceptors, they still have the 6-inch normal move. Purgations still have no indirect, but they have -2 to advance and charge. Move and charge. Okay, I thought Purgations used to have the indirect, but maybe I'm misthinking there. Strike squads still give you sticky. Paladin squads, damn, look at this guy, bro. This guy looks like a Chad, man. Look at that. Double swords. And the Stormbolter. Hell yeah, dude. OC1. Oh, +1 OC. You can return a model. That's nice. Same as before, I believe. Add 1 damage to the characteristics of equipped by Paladin. So when you make a charge, you get +1 damage. And, I mean, Paladins were really expensive before, so I'm just checking over here to make sure that they are the same. So, actually, okay, these guys have changed quite a bit. So 10 models, just for purposes, used to be 430 points. They are still toughness 5, move 5, 3 wounds, but now they get +1 damage, which is pretty good. When you make a charge move, they get +1 OC, and you can resurrect as well, built into the unit. So that's good. I mean, they used to have a -1 to wound as well, so interesting to see how that's going to pan out. Still, they're probably mega expensive. I mean, 430 points is way too much for this unit, given that it has 3 wounds. Like, Space Wolves Terminators have are like 340 points, and they have 4 wounds each, so point of comparison. Brotherhood Terminator Squad, each time you make an attack, targets a non-vehicle or monster, +1 AP. They've got the Resurrection and the +1 OC, so it looks like both Terminators and Paladins are getting that now. It's pretty cool. I'm not really sure if these guys have changed a bunch, but we'll go through it. Tech Marines, I'm not going to cover those. Brotherhood Champion. He can lead purgation squads and strike squads. Where you're leading a unit, you can declare a charge in turn which it advanced. Nice, pretty cool. Is this guy the same? Brotherhood Champion. I've never really seen this guy on the table. No, it wasn't. Cool, so they get advance and charge now on the Brotherhood Champion. That seems pretty good. Especially in that detachment where you can get like lethal and sustained. Nice. Each time you destroy an enemy character model, gain 1 CP. And add 1 to the attack characteristics. Okay, these guys I expect to see a little bit more of. I'm assuming he can go in like a transport, or make a rhino or something like that. That'd be cool. Okay, they have Lone Op 18 with the Liberian, and he has a 4-up Feel No Pain against mortal wounds here. So I'm just going to see, as the Liberian... Yes, so he previously didn't have that ability. So they no longer have the Liberians that can just jump down and mortal wound people, but you do get Lone Op 18 with him now. So when he's leading a unit, that's actually not that bad. He doesn't offer much else aside from that, but yeah, I mean, he still has Vortex of Doom. Damn, dude's got a good psychic ability. 18-inch range, of course. Cool, some interesting changes to the Liberian. Okay, Nemesis Dread Knight. You can charge in a turn which it advanced or fell back. Great. So you put Nemesis Dread Knights in your advance and shoot assault army that auto advance 6. You move 14 and you charge people. We've cracked the build, people. I think that's probably the same as before. I think Nemesis Dread Knights get advance and charge. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna butcher everything. Yeah. So same Nemesis Dread Knights don't really look like they've changed that much. The Heavy Silencer is still the same. And the other stuff I think is basically the same as well. 10, 5, 10 minus 2, d6. Yeah, pretty much the same. It's interesting that they didn't change these guys. I mean, the design space I think is there, and it's such a staple unit. Purifiers. Okay, these... I still can't see an indirect button, so I think they've lost their indirect fire unit. Each time you make a attack, reroll the wound roll 1. If target is within range of injector marker, reroll the wound roll as well. So you can get 4 rerolls to wound here, which is pretty nice here. I wonder what they can be led by. Maybe their melee is actually not too bad as well, so kind of interesting. Venerable Dreadnought? Nah. Land Raider? Okay, I mean, I think the Land Raider probably hasn't changed that much. Probably still expensive, although, you know, Land Raider in the detachment where you can advance and shoot with assault, it's actually probably not that bad. So it's something to look up there. I know Vik played 3 of those at a tournament once. Land Raider Redeemer, the more expensive version, and the Crusader. There we go. We've got some points values here, and that's pretty much it, man. I don't really think the points values are that interesting to look at. Couple of things I can see. Paladins you can take in 4-man, 5, 8, and 10. Okay, interesting. Terminators they've done the same with. I wish they would do that with other units as well. But oh my word, 480. Bro. Bro, who is paying 16 points per wound for a fucking paladin model? God, what are we doing here, man? Like, come on, guys. Okay, so I just had to think about that one. So hopefully these change a lot, because I mean they're not really that playable. I can't even remember the last time I've seen paladins. That's why I don't even think the points are that interesting. The enhancements usually kind of stay the same, and it doesn't look like there are any mega expensive ones. So a 30-point sigil of excellence on the teleport. Okay, so the enhancements usually stay the same in my opinion. Okay, guys, that's pretty much been it. I mean, all in all, pretty interesting. I can see some pretty common archetypes coming back. You know, I think the vehicle one's pretty strong. I think the uppy downy reroll ones is going to be pretty strong, and both of those kind of rely around the Nemesis Dreadnought unit, obviously. And then maybe I could see the melee one being okay, because it does have access to advance and charge with the new change to the Brotherhood Champion. So let me know what your thoughts are down below. I'd be interested to see if you're some Grey Knight characters, and yeah, if in doubt, come and check out the 40k Fireside membership section. We'll probably have a masterclass coming out for Grey Knights as well, so you can have a good list when the Codex drops. But otherwise, check out 40kfireside.com. It's been an enjoyable time, a little bit more relaxed, looking through some spoilers. Have a good one, everyone.
Thank you for listening to the 40k Fireside. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, drop us a comment, check out the YouTube members area, and we look forward to seeing you again next time by the Fireside.